Good morning, everyone. We are joined by Clint Bowyer, driver of the number 15 5-Hour Energy Toyota. Clint, you had some news this week, and we thank you for agreeing to come to the media center and take a few questions. If you want to go ahead and start, we'll open it up for questions here in the media center. Just raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you.
Got a badge spot on the back. Yeah, first and foremost, it's it's a tough time for everybody involved, and it's unfortunate, but. The truth is, we're 8 months into a 3-year commitment, to one another. Had a great 4 years at this company, a great culture, great personnel, great people at NWR, and I really did enjoy the years that I've spent there. That being said, Rob provided us all of that and invested a lot into this sport. That being said, it's a business decision to move forward on his end, and that's where our futures for he and I, unfortunately, just don't align anymore. That's where we were. That's the reason this statement's out. I think the timing behind this, the reason I'm in here right now, is it was very important to me. Knowing this, that we got in front of our employees that have worked their ass off for me personally to make these 4 years good and successful. I think it was important that they could, as racers, continue to race under the this chase format and compete for a championship in 2015. All the while knowing what their future holds and knowing that they have some security that and as much time as possible to look. And see what their futures hold for themselves as well, and that's me included. There's going to be a lot of questions. I'm sure the next question is what does that mean for the future? That means the future for me is uncertain right now. We've got a lot of work to do. But again, the time frame in this and the reason that we're here today is Rob and I both agreed we owed it to these people to tell them as soon as possible, and we worked on this as soon as we got back from the weekend till 11:30 midnight and got to the conclusion and to where we could tell these people as soon as possible, and I mean that it's important. There's a lot of lives at stake, a lot of families, and I thought we owed it to them to do so. So with that. That's where we are. If you guys have a couple questions, I don't mind, clarifying some things if you need it, if I can. But, there's a lot of unknowns at this point.
Okay, we'll take a few questions from Clint as he has to get to practice, and then Rob will be up shortly thereafter. Okay, we'll start up here with Jeff, then go to Claire and Bob.
Jeff Glove from USA Today. Were you originally thinking, you envisioned yourself maybe going over to Ganassi, and then when that didn't work out, were you at all caught off guard by being released at this time or being granted your release?
No, again, it all goes back to where we are in our situation. We're 8 months into a 3-year commitment. Again, Rob has invested a tremendous amount into MWR and into this sport. That being said, he made a business decision to move forward, and that direction, as we all know from his previous statements, is the Ganassi organization. The fit, for my career and me and my future, it's just unfortunate that Rob and our futures didn't align anymore. And it's as simple as that. It was, a mutually agreed upon thing, and it was something that was not ugly, and it was something that we, did professionally and made our decisions, and that's where we're at.
Next question, Claire. Claire Belang.
Claire Belang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Number one, you've been talking about winning a championship. Performance is so important right now. Understandable, people have been saying around here, well, the employees are going to run for the hills to try to find jobs. Is it possible to keep the performance up when you may be losing members of your team as they look for other jobs? And what's your relationship now with 5-Hour Energy moving forward?
Yeah. Well, I think, to answer your first question is very important. It's these people are people. These employees are real people with real lives, with real families, and a lot at stake. They're racers, just like I am. but the racer in you doesn't change the reality side of life. And reality is you need to provide for your family. So I thought it was extremely important to me to get in front of that, and I owed it to these employees to get this done as soon as possible, even knowing where we're at on the bubble and everything in the chase. I think being honest and being straightforward and doing that for these people in the long run will set them up to make the most out of a difficult situation for us all, and that's me included. I need to start actively pursuing my career, and that's what I'm doing. There's the first piece of the puzzle is set on the table, and now we gotta go to work on all of our behalfs. But as far as performance, just like you said, I thought it was more dangerous, in my mind of making an announcement like we did in Pocono and not saying anything for another month and a half. We owe it to those people to be honest with them, and it was not a day later than what we made our agreement that they were told.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Bob.
And then 5 Hour Energy. It's as simple as this. I've worked really hard in my career to have great partners. I've been, with a lot of great companies and been a spokesperson for them. The relationships. Very proud of the relationship and the partnership that I have with 5 Hour. I think we can all agree, how could there ever be a better fit, to fit my lifestyle and the way my character and everything I'm all about. It's a great fit. That being said, they're no different than I am. We're back to, we didn't see this coming. We didn't. We're both in a situation where we've got to see what the future holds for both of us and move forward from that.
Go ahead with your question, Bob.
Bob Hocker, CSPN. In the last couple of days, there's been a lot of talk about how could something like this happen to MWR. How much do you feel like it stems from Richmond in 2013?
I don't think it does at all, and this is why. I think what happened in Richmond, that's 2 years ago. Since then, Rob and everybody, the management has restructured, reorganized, and we're a two-car team. We're not a three-car team. We're a two-car team, which, by the way, was fully funded on my car moving forward. So it was again, a business decision by Rob to do this, and like I'm proud that to work for MWR and work for Rob. I'm happy for that experience. But to answer your question, I just don't, and that's because we were a two-car organization. We were set up and moving forward to a two-car organization. It wasn't like we were, forced in a weird situation, and that's my honest, legit answer to that.
Okay, we'll take Nate, Kenny, and Jenna, and that's all we have time for.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Clint, understanding what you said there, the future is uncertain, but when you look around, are there possibilities? It seems like most of the top-tier rides are locked up for next year. Are you looking to enter a long-term deal immediately? Would you be looking maybe for a one-year placeholder and then go somewhere else for 17? Just what do you think?
Yes. Keep talking. I'll keep telling you yes, absolutely. Those are all systems go. But, again, it's like these people, these employees, and what I'm telling you, that had to happen. So you got to get that piece of the puzzle and the factual information on the table as soon as possible so we can all start working on our futures and what that holds. It's as simple as that. It all goes back to Pocono. Like I told you, I know you guys, we all are in this business together, right? And I didn't have a whole lot to tell you in Pocono. And I really, it goes back to the statement at hand and the reason that we're here. What I'm going to happen in the future and what that future holds for me will be another announcement, and I'll tell you as soon as possible. It's as simple as that. Hey, I'm confident in the sport. I love this sport. The sport's been good to me and my family. Had a lot of great partners and a lot of great organizations I've worked for, and I see no reason why somebody that works hard and wants it like I do in this sport can't have a job for as long as they want.
Okay, we'll take our final question from Jenna.
You got the final one?
Yeah, that's pressure, right? I got to make it good. No, with this announcement and 3 races to go to make the chase, and then if you do make the chase, just tell me how you and the team, you think you guys go on and achieve the goals at hand, knowing what's ahead.
Well, I think it's, I got a good team. We're racers. These guys are all racers at heart. After our announcement Wednesday, every single one of my guys, and employees at MWR got up and they, obviously know the future, but my guys in particular, these road guys that are on the road with me every week, all of them said, listen, we got a job to do. You get your damn head straight and let's go after this championship and end this on a bang. And that's the fire, the desire, and the passion that racers have. And you can't take that from any of us. So very proud of my team and the people that were organized around me from day one at MWR, and it hasn't changed today, and we're going to do just that.
Clint, thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate you being here with us.